big subwoofer in the top. Remote control and accessories pack. Some wall brackets. Jesus. That is the bar itself. Nice. Quick look at the accessories before I go close up on the bar and sub. 2 figure 8 mains leads, one for the sound bar and one for the subwoofer, both right angled connections into the device, and a UK mains plug. Remote control, treble A batteries, wall mount kit. Okay, I'll quickly explain the wall mount kit, but I have done a video how to wall mount a soundbar, promote my own stuff as you do. Card up above or whatever, and it will detail step by step how to do this if you're actually doing the job, but I'll briefly explain it as well now. 2 brackets, 2 parts to be attached to the wall, and a paper template to fold out so you can mark up your height and position of those little lugs. Okay, so with that paper template you mark out A and A, it will be on this, mark your centre line on the wall. This will be roughly the top of the soundbar, that line there, and you pencil through those 2 holes marked A, draw a straight line across them with a spirit level so you're level. You then attach these 2 black plastic parts to the wall with the appropriate screws and fixings into the wall. Then these are attached to the soundbar like a little shelf for the soundbar to sit on, but you attach them to the bar using the 2 M4 screws there, and they will hook onto these spacers. So you see it goes through, slides down like a key slot, and that is it basically. But anyway, have a look at that video if you're stuck or if you want an assistant. I did my best on trying to make it clear and easy. And some extra rubber padding in there for the bottom of the soundbar. Okay, close up of the soundbar remote. So we've got power on and off at the top, input or the source button. You can cycle through Bluetooth, USB, digital in, HDMI, ARC and so on. Bluetooth pairing button, you've got play and pause there, so you can then skip forwards and backwards if you're playing music from Spotify or from a USB stick. Mute button, sound mode button, each time you press that it will cycle through the various sound modes. Information button, volume up and down, and you can rock the woofer volume up and down, so you can add more bass or less bass or more from the subwoofer. The subwoofer does all the deep notes and deep frequencies, and the bar does the sort of mid to high end. Then we've got channel level there, so you can adjust the individual channel levels, say the center, left and right and so on. Then you've got the settings cog there, so you can go through the different settings on the bar. Then we also have tone control, so you can individually adjust the treble and bass as well there. Flip it over, bit of pressure on the back, back pops off, treble A batteries into the back. Cover back on, it says, there we go. It's closely from the top, we can see 2 those Atmos upward firing speakers and some of the touch controls on the top. To the front, how well that shows I don't know, but I can see some speakers through the front of the grille there as well. If I tip the thing up, see there the speaker through that grille as well, so sort of sideways or angled firing ones. Tempting to hold the bar up so we can see the connections on it. Digital optical audio in, HDMI in, so if we've got a separate Blu-ray player or DVD, we can loop that through the sound bar and then out of this HDMI port to the TV. HDMI EARC there, that's enhanced audio return channel. If you connect it to the EARC port on the TV using a HDMI cable, it will pass the sound from the TV to the sound bar, and it will also control the sound bar. So you turn the TV off, soundbar turns off, turn the TV on, soundbar turns on with it. Press volume up on the TV, it will alter the volume on the soundbar accordingly. So it makes it nice and automatic for you as well. So we'll see when we connect that up. Also on the bottom, if it shows up, we can just see where one of those brackets that I spoke about earlier attaches to. Looking at it upside down, obviously just gone through the close-up on the connections there. Service port as well here, USB service port. AC figure 8 mains in there for that right angled figure 8 lead. That's your 2 bracket points, M4 thread, so those little brackets will go onto the bottom of those. Some rubber feet there so it doesn't move and scratch your surface that it's on. That's the subwoofer close up. Big bass bin there. Could be an 8-inch woofer in there. It's hard to tell really because that might just be a surround to it. But pretty big and meaty anyway. Looking at the back of the bar, got the figure 8 or AC mains in there. ID sets, the sub loses the pair into the bar itself. You can go through the procedure to repair by pressing the ID set button and so on. Standby light, so the standby light will be red when it's off. When it turns on it will flash blue till it connects to the bar, then it will go solid blue. Got a big meaty base port there as well. The top, not much to look at. And that's it from the front with the little Samsung logo. Turn it upside down and all we can see there, we've got those little rubber pads. So wooden floors, it won't mark it won't vibrate either. You just give it a bit of cushioning and stop it scratching anything. On to the dimensions while I've got it sat here. Okay, so the depth of it, about 40.5 centimeters or 15 7/8 of an inch. Width, and if I just go over a bit, so I'm including that grill in the width there, 21 centimeters or 8 1/4 inches. Height is 40 1/8 of a centimeter or 15 7/8 of an inch. Dimensions for the bar, width of it is 111 centimeters or 43 3/4 of an inch. Depth of the bar 12 centimeters and 4 3/4 inches, and the height of the bar is about 6 centimeters or 2 3/8 of an inch. TV's positioned above. We've got an eARC HDMI port like this, so one end of the HDMI is connected to that eARC port and the other end of the HDMI is going to the eARC port which says HDMI to TV. So just plug the HDMI in there. That's the only cable required to go to the TV. And here our AC in on that figure 8 mains into the bar there. Well, I've turned the soundbar on just so we can see the sub pairing. We can keep an eye on that light. It should go solid blue when I put the power in. There we go. So that shows it's paired, linked to the bar, and it's got a penguin there for comfort. I'm going to put that on the floor anyway so it's not rattling this surface. We can see it's got a display on the front of the bar, so I've not actually turned the TV on yet, but when I turn it on, it's currently on D.in for digital in. So when I turn the TV on, that should change to ARC or just ARC for audio return channel.
Pointer speaks really good. I don't know if we've ever been to a sort of Apple prison.
There we go.
Hits the deck. Well, if you want to be the Olympic champion, it takes absolutely everything. And the Korean fighting to the finish. And that's what Taekwondo is all about.
Okay, that's now on. Okay, so at the moment it's on Q Symphony, so that's using the TV speakers as well. So I'm going to turn that off so we've just got the bar for this demo. Okay, that's now just the bar itself. And I'll shut up, we'll have a bit of live TV.
Jones, who is trying to become the first person ever.
TV's Georgia Hall is 2 over. The home favourite Celine Boutier.
That's now on to the news, which is doing the
sports.
anyway.
Nelly Corder finishing with an even par, 72 as well. Away away from the games, Lee Carsley is expected to be the interim manager of the England men's senior football team when they play their Nations League games against the Republic of Ireland and Finland next month. Carsley led England under 21s to victory in the European Championship last year for the first time in 39 years.
Okay,
The
we've got the sound modes as well, so let's try a
for a
bit.
permanent replacement since Gareth Southgate resigned
Surround.
last month. Trent Rocket's men beat London Spirit by 22 runs in a 100 doubleheader at Trent Bridge. England's Alex Hales hit 68 runs from 42 deliveries. As Rockets got back to winning ways, they move up to third place in the table. Spirit remained one off the bottom.
Adaptive
And earlier,
sound.
Trent Rockets women beat London Spirit by 31 runs. Grace Scrivens top scored with 55 runs. Rockets move up to 6th place. And there we go, that's all the sport from us for now. We'll have more later on. We'll see you then.
So on that news, it sounded predominantly out the centre speaker. I've got to cast a bit of music to it, try that out.
Hello there. The next 24 hours look fairly unsettled. We've got another weather system working in off the Atlantic that's going to bring a...
Cycle through those sound lines again quickly. So adaptive sound, surround, gain, standard, so we'll leave it on adaptive sound, that way it should analyse the content and optimise the sound depending on content. Sounds good to me. Okay, credit to Ubisoft for this one, Star Wars Outlaws, next gen game trailer, just trying it for a bit of action.
The Empire? They're everywhere. But the world here belongs to the syndicates. If I want to survive, I have to play their game. Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
Nice. Pretty cool.
Hello there. Following fears of more street violence from far-right groups, tens of thousands of anti-racism protesters have been on the march this evening across the north of England.
Good. I'll leave it there for now, but all in all, stunning soundbar again. A lot of impact from that. Good clarity, good treble, good mid-range, decent bass. It's powerful, so if you want something powerful that's going to shake your room, that's going to do the job. They're about 800 quid at the moment in the UK, but usually you get good deals along with TVs and other things running up to Black Friday. And that is it for now. Good-ish.